I will read this verse in Indonesian and you can read this verse in Arabic. And I'm sorry because I can't read in Arabic because I didn't study Arabic. This is an Arabic to Indonesian translation, and I use the Indonesian Ministry of Religion's translation of the Quran, okay? Dalam kurung, ingatlah ketika Isa putra Maryam berkata, "Wahai Bani Israel, sesungguhnya aku adalah utusan Allah kepadamu untuk membenarkan kitab dalam kurung yang turun sebelumku, yaitu Taurat, dan memberi kabar gembira tentang seorang utusan Allah yang akan datang setelahku yang namanya Ahmad, dalam kurung Nabi Muhammad. Akan tetapi ketika utusan itu datang kepada mereka dengan membawa bukti-bukti yang nyata, mereka berkata, ini adalah sihir yang nyata." As-saaf 61 ayat 6.
يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: وإذ قال عيسى ابن مريم يا بني إسرائيل إني رسول الله إليكم مصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد فلما جاءهم بالبينات قالوا هذا سحر مبين.
And I will read this verse again in English translation. God Almighty says, "And when Jesus or Isa, son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, indeed I am the messenger of God to you, confirming what came before me of the Torah, and bringing good tidings of a messenger to come after me, whose name will be Ahmad." But when he came to them with clear proofs, they said, "This is obvious magic." As-saaf 61 verse 6. And this is English translation. Now let's look at this verse in the original language, which is Arabic, and also the English translation and the Indonesian translation. Pay close attention. There is the use of brackets in the Indonesian translation of the Ministry of Religion's Quran, but in the original language, I mean Arabic, and in the English translation, there is no use of brackets. My question is, why does the Indonesian Ministry of Religion's Quran add brackets by using the name Muhammad? My question is Ahmad Muhammad? If this verse is talking about Muhammad, why isn't the name Muhammad written in this verse? Why should the name Ahmad be written? I think the names Ahmad and Muhammad are different. Here it is very clear talking about Ahmad and not Muhammad. But why does the Indonesian translation of the Ministry of Religion's Quran use brackets by including the name Muhammad? For what? This is Islam in Indonesia. This verse doesn't talk about Muhammad. But why do they say this verse talks about Muhammad? It is very clear. Here, it talks about the coming of Ahmad and not the coming of Muhammad. This is just an interpretation of Islamic scholars by saying that this verse is for the coming of Muhammad. If it is true for the coming of Muhammad, your Muhammad, why should there be brackets in the Indonesian translation of the Quran? Indonesian Islam must answer this. And for Arabic Islam, if this verse is talking about Muhammad, my question is, why is it not written Muhammad in this verse, but why is it written Ahmad? Is Ahmad Muhammad? If Ahmad is Muhammad, what is the proof? You must answer my question. And you know, in the Indonesian translation of the Quran by the Ministry of Religion, there are many uses of brackets. Almost 99% of the use of brackets in the Indonesian translation of the Quran. And the same goes for the English translation. And the same thing for the English translation. Let me tell you, the brackets are human creation and are not original. But why do Muslims in Indonesia believe that? Why do Muslims in Indonesia believe that? And I don't think even Arabs can explain who Ahmad is in this verse. If Ahmad is Muhammad, give me the proof. Please see. Look at the verses. This is the Indonesian translation of the Ministry of Religion's Quran. 99% use of brackets. Wow, 99% use of brackets. You can see the brackets in these verses.